everyone. Welcome back to another episode of PoldarkDish. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And today we're going to be dishing about Poldark Season 5.
Episode 4.
But first, a little recap. Ross is back in London.
And Wickham is pressing him for the 411 on Nutty Ned.
Jane Austen's Wickham?
Not that Wickham. Ross assures him that he's a changed man.
Till he kicks a door in.
The madness of Sir George continues.
Elizabeth has disappeared, and Wormlegging can't find her anywhere.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth? Where are you? Elizabeth, you were just here yesterday. Somebody help me! We must find Elizabeth! 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 Where are you? Oh, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. Get ready, it's the big one. It's the big one, I'm coming to join you. Ross returns home to find Nutty Ned's reception committee.
It's Cornwall's tired, they're poor, the huddled masses.
Festivus is declared and the airing of grievances commences.
More shirtless sighting.
More shirtless swimming.
More shirtless Ross down in the mine saving people.
More shirtless Ross riding his horse across the cliffs of Cornwall.
More shirtless Ross in Parliament.
More shirtless Ross. More shirtless Ross. More shirtless Ross.
Gc and Cece are at Mordrake's holy wishing well.
Cece dips her hand in and makes a wish.
I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today.
Kitty has no appetite and is feeling nauseous.
She told Dr. Eye Candy it's a malaise.
A malaise is called morning sickness.
Miss Mowena's schoolhouse is hopping with the Litlins.
But she pines for her son, John Conan.
But he's at the Witless estate with the toe-sucker's mama. Troublemaker Tess is giving Ross the come-hither look.
But Ross responds by giving her a tongue lashing.
But it ain't the kind of tongue lashing she was hoping for.
Not the kind of tongue lashing I'd want.
Yeah.
Sweet Caroline is suddenly annoyed that her husband is the most popular doctor in Cornwall.
She tells Horace, oh, our life has just been too extra for him to notice.
I mean, it's not like he just got a beeper and it's suddenly going off.
He's always been the most popular doctor in
He's
Cornwall.
the only doctor in Cornwall.
Well, the only one who doesn't give you leeches and try to kill you.
The only one I take. Hello.
Dr. Eye Candy becomes Wormy's doctor as long as he is given free reign.
Which means no locked doors.
No leeches.
No torture.
No drowning.
No bondage.
Just long romantic walks on the beach.
Therapy for men, for when he's not all there. By Wormenes.
A new romance is brewing in Cornwall.
Sam the preacher man has eyes for Rosina Hobley.
Praise the Lord. Somebody's going to get some in Cornwall.
The maniacal mahogany monarch and Cece show up at Trenwith.
And Uncle Carrie has to scramble and make like Wormies back to normal.
Wormlegging, good to see you, old man. You seem a bit distracted.
No, not at all. He's very happy that you're here.
Have you had a close look at my papers?
Yes, exactly that. He likes to look at things in fine detail.
Are you planning to stay here much longer?
No, we won't. We are going to the beach for the weekend. The Mahogany King is giving troublemaking Tess the squinty eye.
He offers her some payola to lure Nutty Ned into leading the rags and tatters into a protest.
Is this the squinty eye?
I think you could see Dr. Ennis about that. Cece has some bad news for GC.
Jeffrey Charles, I have the most terrible news for you.
What news, my precious little pumpkin patch?
My daddy has finally fixed my marriage.
Your marriage? Your marriage, but to whom?
To none other than Colonel George Wormlegging.
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 Oh no! You don't mean my stepdaddy, that worm.
I do.
But it can't be. 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 But I love you.
Oh no! Don't say that. You will ruin our friendship.
Friendship? I've been friend zoned. As God is my witness. I will see this thing through. And when it's over, I will never be friend zoned again. No, not me nor any of my folks. It's God is my witness. I'll never be friend zoned again.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Ross comes across Jeffrey Charles at his mama's grave.
They talk about first loves.
Jeffrey Charles tells Ross how fate has kicked him in the nuts and given his first love to Wormleggin.
Yeah, nothing will kick you in the ass like a kick in the nuts. After Morwenna stumbles onto John Conan on the street,
She starts stalking him at playtime.
and John Conan spots her in the shrubberies and runs over to her.
But he doesn't know who the hell she is.
But they make a future play date.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Dr. Eye Candy takes Wormleggin to Elizabeth's grave.
Wormy finally blames her death on the baby. Yeah, the baby. It was the baby's fault.
But Dr. Eye Candy says it ain't nobody's fault. Yeah, that's it. Nobody's to blame.
Dr. Eye Candy and Caroline consult again with Horace.
Horace doesn't believe spouses should keep secrets.
Horace knows that doctors are sworn to secrecy.
Horace knows when deceptions become flat-out lies.
Horace knows that sometimes deception is the better part of valor.
Horace, which one of us do you think is in the right? Kitty's about to hurl after dinner.
Demelza says, "You're preggers."
But Kitty says keep it under wraps.
We don't want to get Ned's hopes up.
Ross wants to buy Will Plenty from Wormleggin.
So he goes to his friend Pasco the banker for help.
But Pasco can't stop laughing.
Will Plenty is a working mind. I have assets. Why are you laughing? You shouldn't be laughing.
I love to laugh when Ross comes in for a loan. I love to laugh. This time he'll lose his home.
He loves to laugh. Ha 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 ha, but my plan is going to work. He loves to laugh. Ha 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 ha, but he's being a bit of a jerk. Jerk. He's being a bit of a jerk. Dr. Eye Candy takes Wormleggin to Elizabeth's deathbed.
He finally remembers and has a breakdown.
Then he has to break through.
Wormleggin's back.
And there's gonna be trouble.
Hey now, Wormleggin's back. Cece goes to Demelza for some love advice.
Ross finds Valentine wandering along the cliffs of Cornwall.
Who the hell is watching after this kid?
He's running positively amok.
Troublemaking Tess succeeds in getting Nutty Ned to join Cornwall's Commoners' Crusade.
Do you hear the people singing the song of angry men, holding the torches they will use to burn George Wormleggin?
Wait a minute, we've seen this before. Nutty Ned tries to keep the protest peaceful.
Until he kicks the door in.
They storm Trenwith, ready to kick some Wormleggin ass.
Wormleggin pulls a gun on Ned.
They rumble.
Wormleggin falls down the stairs.
He breaks an arm.
Then Ross rushes in.
He tries to calm down the crowd.
And Wormleggin promises everybody's gonna go back to work.
It was really Ross' ideas, but he gives it to George. Jackass. Demelza said she was fully prepared to go without to help the starving miners.
But if it means wearing that ugly-ass leprechaun outfit for another couple of years.
Ross better get his head out of his ass and think about his family once in a while.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the Holy Wishing Well,
Somebody's wish is about to come true.
Cece is gonna ask GC
To
elope. Woo! Is this a good thing?
I don't know. Baka Nampara, troublemaking Tess has the cojones to pour herself a drink.
But the Merda finally tells that bruja to get her stinking nalgas out of Nampara.
Ay, hijo, you haven't seen the rest of it yet.
Wickham gets a note that Nutty Ned and Ross led a mob revolution.
And assaulted Sir Wormleggin.
Can such men be loyal to the king and country?
Who the hell cares? Ross is in bed with his shirt off.
Rawr! Well, okay, Ross. Finally, a little bit of shirtless Ross. Nice.
I still like the puffy shirt.
No, with a puffy shirt, we do like him. Gallant.
We
So-
just like him, as opposed to Ned. I'm having a real
Ned.
problem with Ned.
I am waiting for them to send Ned back to the Caribbean because I'm done with Ned. He's just not, I mean, I know historically he isn't, but he's just not a likable character, and I can't find anything about him to root for, I guess.
I love Kitty. I love Kitty.
Yes.
And I can see why she is a little nervous about having Ned's child. But
I would be too.
But yeah, Ned is a difficult character because in
He's
a way,
a hothead.
I mean,
He
he
can't
really
hold his temper.
Yeah, he really does want to, help the downtrodden. But, poor Ross doesn't get a breath. He's there with the people for, the grievances. Yeah. And then he's just shooting his mouth off all over the place. Poor Ross is supposed to be reporting on this. And all of a sudden he's being the diplomat. So that's a real character change for him.
So George is back, as I like to say. But I've got to talk about Jack Farthing's breakthrough moment. Just brilliant again.
What
great work he's gotten to do this year, or he's given us this year.
I know some people were a little concerned that they didn't see, George Warlegan having this sort of breakdown, but I'm so glad we got it because we could see Jack Farthing act it out for us.
They thought they weren't
the character wasn't going to
have a breakdown. Well, I mean, this all is sort of out of character for George. For me, it's all out of character that he sort of goes mad and loses his mind,
But
over
he comes
this.
back.
But it's brilliantly done, and then they did give him his moment, that breakthrough where he realizes and has the lucid moment that his wife is gone, and he can mourn her.
But then when he does have his comeback, he's almost like harder than ever. So yeah, I can kind of see where this is going now. So like I said, everybody, just hang on for this ride because I'm sure they're going to take us somewhere really interesting.
George has been the show for me this year.
Yeah,
George has been the show to just see, to go through this journey with Warlegan and
Pip
watch
Torrance
that.
gets those comedy moments when George is raving about Ross Poldark, he's out there, and Uncle Kerry looks out the window and says,
He's
"Call
been
Dr.
doing some
Ennis."
fast dancing, I know.
Yeah.
So Dr. Ennis and Caroline, suddenly Caroline, for me this character again has taken a step back.
Reversal, yeah.
It's really weird with it. We saw her get to a certain point where she's sort of, comfortable in her new life and everything, and now suddenly she's sort of, insecure and jealous even that her husband's going off to all this work.
Well, and the thing is too, she has suffered. She has lost this baby.
Right.
So I think we're going to see them come out of it. I think they're going to be okay. Now, Morwenna stalking around after little John Conan, I'm not so sure about that.
That can't end well.
No, that's not going to end well.
It's just so infuriating. Lady Witless, as I like to call her,
Yes.
It just absolutely refuses to acknowledge that she's the mother and just keeping the grandchild from them. So that is all infuriating. But now she's going to go stalk the kid, and I saw the trailer for next week. So it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, it's not going to get any better.
It's not going to get any better.
Poor Drake.
I know it's poor.
But Rosina and Sam.
I know Sam and Rosina wrote. Oh, finally something to be happy about.
And Drake has that line about everyone's happy, and you're like, oh no, no,
I love
honey.
the way he looked at Morwenna and went, "Well, honey." It's like a husband looks. Every husband looks at their wife this way. Everyone's happy, right, honey?
The subtext. Everyone's getting lucky.
When's my turn?
Yeah.
But so that's going to be a cute couple because Sam really looks at her very sweetly. So I'd love to see a little bit more of that. We only have a few more episodes.
We're halfway through already.
So, but we'll be talking in a couple of episodes. We'll be talking about what our future plans are for the Dish Girls. So stay tuned for that. So that's all we have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Marlise.
And I'm Elyse.
And we're
the Poldark Dish.
Rawr.